atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone.
Black Adam, yeah. Adam like a cheat, things is looking like it's out of mind. Like when I had my first baby, yeah, her name is Melody. Leave it on the ground, leave it in the leaf. I've been working hard, ain't to get sleep, Coley. I could barely sleep, darky on the night, Coley Cole's a scary beast, so I barely speak. Life shit is so temporary, but it's necessary. All my shit is so extemporary. Niggas won't beef, damn that shit is so unnecessary. This Sigma shit is so hereditary. I just lay my granny in the cemetery. I'm black, bitch, I live every day like it's February. God gave me life clarity. Money over everything, even more than the air we breathe. Damn, it's all fake, even charity. Know abiding by the rules, politicking had me fucked up. Cause it's all fake, even charity, I need clarity. Funk Uncle Sam, fuck the man who ruling on me. Told the government I'm out of school at 20. Now we celebrating black everything like they putting glue up on me. Yeah, I got a different attitude, I like altitude. Damn, who got the view up on me? Traffic talking on my celly. Traffic talking on my telly, cause I ain't phony. And I live in solitude, but I ain't never lonely. Yeah, adapt to the shit, whooping all these niggas like I'm Batman and shit. Dash to the cash in the back with a brick, passing the gas in the back of the whip. Excuse me, holla, don't lose me. Fucking all these hoes like groupies. My life been a bitch, gonna do me. Add a little drink to the mix while I'm smoking on loose leaf. Chasing all these goals, man, my life been a movie. Blew 40 bands in the last few months, so well consume me. Yeah, I'm a vet, like shout out to a dog named Lucy. I've been singing all this shit since 18. A nigga had big dreams, go AT. Shout out to my auntie. Lately, I've been feeling like I need to get saved by the 18. Adam said the day go done, go evil, yeah. Shout out to my T.O. Shout out to a nigga named Rico, yeah. 10 cases to the trio. Adam don't need no amigos, ayy. Yeah, running through the money and it's all for the prize of the greed. I'ma make a pact, man, I'll stick it to my creed. I'ma buy a coat and they all move for the feet. I can see these hoes, man, I'm blind like a geek. Looking in the mirror, it's like I already see. I'm reliving life, I don't really wanna die, cause I know the ground coming for the beat. I can go out bad, man, I'm trying to change the past, it was calling me a freak. Now I got my foot up on the gas and it's green. Chasing all my goals to the team DG. This is not for show, this is bait to the toe, man, they better go vote when I run for the throne. I'm a penny black, I'm in love with my own. Yes, sir. We in the building. Make some noise. What up, everybody? What up, YouTube? What up, Rumble? What up, Twitch? We in the building. Shout out to Jack. We got On Par with Jack in the building. Jack's in Hawaii. Shout out to Jack. Jack's on vacation in Hawaii. Let's go. And he's wearing the Atom Effect shirt, man. Like I said, man, y'all want that link? Damn, I should have put the link up. But go to all my links. I'll put it up in the chat right now. I'll put it in the YouTube chat. I'll put it in the Rumble chat as well. allmylinks.com/BLACATOM. If y'all want to get some clothes, go find it. Go buy the Atom Effect shirt. Yes, sir. I'm gonna pin that message up here. Let me put it on Twitch. Too much to put it on Twitch. Let me is there any way to damn, hold on. We struggling.
But what the hell, boy?
All right, there we go. We just gonna copy and paste. But what up, everybody? Hold on. Let me pull myself up. We in the building, man. Make some noise. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we have a good show for you guys today. I am very tired. I'm very tired, Ninja. I'm extremely tired. And it's because I'm on a diet. And at the same time I'm on this diet, I'm working and stuff, and I haven't really eaten much. So, I'm trying to drop this weight. I got this coffee. And I've been working a lot, so hopefully that wakes me up. But you know what it is. Like I said, we got a good show for you guys today on the Blac Pill. So let's see what we're covering. Shout out to Luigi Mangione. Is it free Luigi or what? I don't know. I'm confused. But today we're going to be discussing Luigi Mangione facing the death penalty and more, of course. We have a couple other things to discuss with you guys today on the Blac Pill. Let's see. Man, it's been a long week. Man, I'm tired. Man, it's hot up in here, man. You know what it is. It's summer. Shout out to summer. Damn. I ain't never been to Hawaii, but I would love to go. Maybe I'll go in the future. We'll see. We'll see. Places I want to go. I want to go to a couple places, man. For now, I'm just building the bread up though. So I'm thinking maybe like next year I'll start traveling again. But yeah, this year's cooked already, my ninja. This year's cooked to working, bro. This year cooked to working. That's it. We'll see what happens though. We got Donald Trump in the building. Shout out to PDJT. And he's going to be discussing what happened following the Florida State University shooting, which is something we're actually going to sit here and talk about first. So here we go. 1 second.
There will be more to say about it.
Only in terms of what happened.
Mr. President, we're learning that there are now 2 deceased following that shooting at Florida State University. Following and amid that, is there any changes that you want to see to gun legislation? Anything you see broken with gun laws in our country?
I'm going to have to look. I'm a big advocate of the Second Amendment. I have been from the beginning. I protected it, and these things are terrible. But the gun doesn't do the shooting. The people do.
Shout out to President DJT. I was just saying that in my head. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Okay? That's the reality of the situation. Now, condolences to the family and everything because, that's a sad situation. Condolences to the family. I actually might have to check on my baby cousin because I believe he goes to Florida State, and that's a little bit crazy. He's supposed to graduate this semester, I believe. So, yeah, I got to check up on him because that's insane. But yeah, so most reports state 2 people were killed and 6 wounded at Florida State University at the hands of a student, 20-year-old Phoenix. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. We're going to call it Phoenix Nur, who is the son of a Leon County Sheriff's deputy. As we reported earlier, the student opened fire near the student union building, investigators said. Sheriff Walter Neo, blah, 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 said the attacker was shot and wounded by responding officers after he failed to obey officers' commands. Unfortunately, he had access to one of her weapons. Let's hear the rest of what Donald Trump has to say.
It's, a phrase that's used probably too often. I will tell you that it's a shame. I'm just hearing about it now. I just hear about it. I know the area very well. I know the school very well. I know everything about it. It's Florida. And
shout out to Florida.
We'll have more to say about it later.
What do you mean when you say there will be more to say about it?
Only in terms of what happened.
More details, people. Why do reporters be acting slow, bro?
But what the hell?
What are we talking about? What do you mean more? What do you mean? What do I mean more? More details, ninja.
Concerned. This has been going on for a long time. I have an obligation to protect the Second Amendment. I ran on the Second Amendment among many other things, and I will always protect.
Mr. President, we're learning that there are now 2 deceased following that.
Gonna call on Governor Ron DeSantis, the President Donald Trump for, this stuff keeps going on, right? But we're praying every day. Prayer is good. Spirituality is good, but prayers don't do much, right? So it's good for the soul, but is this still happening? I think it is. So we need to make some gun reforms.
I wouldn't say we need to make gun reforms. We need to talk to people more and understand why people do the things they do. Because you can reform the guns, but let's say they took away all the guns. That's not going to stop the dirty guns from being on the street. By the way, we have a poll in the chat. And the question is, did Luigi get the skull? I'm going to say the skull because of YouTube. Shout out to YouTube.
What the hell,
but y'all know what I mean. Should Luigi get the skull? Yes or no? And the skull's in the chat, and then the other alternative is no. But yeah, man, like I said, if y'all was to take away all the guns, guess what would happen? Dirty guns would still be here. So you can't take away all the guns. It's a necessary evil. Let's see what the comments say. We're gonna pull up more about it. Excuse me. We're gonna pull up more about it. Let me see. Trump called the deadly shooting terrible, but dismissed the possibility of it spurring what? of it spurring any changes to gun laws in the country. Why would we change gun laws? One FSU student spoke to CNN. Oh, okay, that's not the comments. Somebody said he literally said a whole bunch of nothing. Drugs don't cause overdoses. People do. You see how this rationale falls apart? No, it doesn't. So Second Amendment is untouchable, but everything else is fair game. America has moved from one of the most respected countries to one of the most ridiculed in a matter of weeks. Man, I got a fly flying around me. Did I get it? I hope I got it, because that shit is annoying. Or a mosquito. Hey, Trump, how about you send people like him to El Salvador and leave the innocent working families alone? Hold on, I just got it. I got the mosquito. Let's go. I got the mosquito. Sorry, that shit was annoying me. You know it's summer, so the mosquitoes is out, guys. Get your bug spray. Get your off. Mosquito repellent, for those of you who don't know what off is. But yeah, man, it's like I said, man, it's a crazy thing. I have an obligation to protect the Second Amendment. Wow, silly me, I always thought the president's obligation was to protect the people. Hey, shout out to you ninjas. I don't know about you ninjas, but I ain't giving up my guns for you ninjas, because it's weirdos out here and everybody got Looney Tune behavior. So I hate to break it to you, but I'm not finna give up my guns to make you feel safe, because I don't feel safe if I'm my glizzy, okay? It is what it is, ninja. It is what it is, ninja. And I'm perfectly coherent. Hopefully I never snap. But I'm here to tell you, I'm perfectly coherent. And I don't think about touching my gun unless I'm going to the range. Wait. I'm a square. I don't have a gun, actually. I'm a square. I was just joking. Shout out to the drug dealers, killers, all these crazy kind of people. Hey, man, leave me alone. I'm a square. I ain't got nothing on me, okay? I keep nothing on me. I know what it is. Like I said, I'm a civilian of the community. At the same time, I'd rather people have guns, believe it or not. Because if everybody has guns, let's say somebody lose their mind for a little bit of time, guess what? Hey, we can protect ourselves, or they can protect themselves, and I'll go hide somewhere in a corner because I'm a square. But yeah, bro, sad situation. We're gonna pull up footage.
As far as
I believe we have footage of it, or footage of what was going down, not the actual footage of this what do we call him? This lunatic or this degenerate. We don't have footage of the degenerate actually going off and doing what he was doing, but we have some of the footage. Let me see. So this is from the footage right here. This is when they reported the active shooter. Scary situation, man. You know, when you have kids, you start to worry, man. I'm already worried and I don't even got kids. Y'all see the bags on my eyes? You see that? I be worried for the world. I don't even have kids. You see how crazy that gets? Here we go.
This way. Where do I need to sit?
Ninjas just firing indiscriminately, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you ninjas be tweaked out, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm here to tell y'all, bro. I mean, I can't say it because it's YouTube, but y'all know what I'm finna say, bro. If you got issues and you trying to take people out, bro, I feel like that's cowardly, bro. Take yourself out the game. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill, bro. Take yourself out the game, bro. I gotta say it like that, bro, because like I said, the kids of America are our precious cargo, because the kids have no idea what's going on but they measly little lives. So stop being weird. Leave people alone. Stop all that weird shit. They shouldn't feel uncomfortable going to school. It don't matter what you think the campus is, my ninja. You think the campus is target practice. No pun intended. I got a song about that. I got a song called Target Practice. But it's like I said, bro. Leave them kids alone, bro. I'm talking about college. I'm talking about high school. I'm talking about middle school, kids off limits, bro. Adults can handle the bullshit, and even then, adults can't handle the bullshit, but leave the kids alone. Stop all that weird shit. Everybody if we could broadcast this to the world, right? Hold on. Let me see if I can broadcast it, because we got more footage. One sec. I'm going to broadcast it right now. What was it called? It wasn't 4. What was it? It was iPhone. I was doing this yesterday. I was trying to find it. I can't find it now. I'm going to rename it, though. Becalis. Nope. Propane, Laughing One. What are you doing? Where is iPhone? We got to find iPhone, because you guys need to understand something. I know you feel alone in the world. Let me lead you the right way. I said that in one of my freestyles. I said I could lead the right way. Let me lead you the right way. And I don't want to be a leader. But I have to be a leader, because you ninjas are lost, bro. Because you sitting there doing these drugs and tweaking out. I'm trying to find it, guys. So I'm just facilitating with my voice while I find what I need to find. 4, 3, 2. Is it this one? Nope. Man, nope. White guy, nope. New Orleans, no. I guess I lost it, bro. I can't find it no more, bro. Let me scroll all the way up. Yeah, I can't find it no more. But basically what I'm saying is join the Adam Effect, join the core, bro. Join now, bro. Join now. Join now. I found it. Here we go. You ninjas that need somewhere to find, or you need a group of people you feel like, and we're not a gang. Let me say this right now. We're not a gang. We are not a cult. We're here to make you better. I'm gonna start putting I'm gonna start putting stuff behind the paywall. But for now, like I said, support us on the Ko-Fi. But I'm gonna start putting stuff up to make you guys understand there's more positive. Be the light that you want to see in the world. Okay, here we go. And here's the world for you. You were born into the noise. Yes, sir. I gotta add better music to it. But you were born into the noise, but something in you stayed quiet. Yes, sir. Something in you stayed quiet, still watching, waiting. You knew this wasn't it. That doesn't mean tweak out on people. You started to hear a signal. That don't mean tweak out on people. You started to remember. Yes, sir. What did you remember? This is not an escape. This is a return. Welcome to the core. Join the Adam Effect. Join the movement. Yes, sir. Join the Adam Effect. Join the movement. Let's go. You know what that is? Hold on. You know what I'm trying to say? Damn, I forgot what I was finna say. I hate when that happens. Join the Adam Effect. Join the movement, man. Oh, I was finna say the Adam Effect. We started off small. We're starting to get larger. Like I said, it all makes sense. I asked myself and I asked God, was it supposed to be like this? Because these ideas came to me, and I always thank God for the ideas. Achieve things out of mind. As atoms, we are minuscule, but if we stick together, guess what? I'm gonna be very scientific and corny right now. We form molecules. My bad, that was corny, but yeah, we form molecules, and we put the molecules together. Guess what? We stick together like glue. It's going to be a good thing, man. We're trying to build a network. You guys join the Adam Effect. If you want to join the core, there's the Adam Effect and there's the core. Two sides of the same coin, if you dig what I'm saying. But like I said, man, join the Adam Effect from the Adam Effect. If I see what you're about and you have a positive outlook or a positive future where you're trying to go, you can become part of the core. And it's exclusive. It's not for everybody. I don't want everybody to be in it because there are going to be people who don't actually support us. There's going to be haters trying to expose what we're doing and all this stuff. And we're not doing anything illegal. We're going to make you better. That's it, and that's all. So join the core, man. Join the core. Back to what I was saying, though. So when we go back to Instagram, yeah, bro, leave them kids alone, bro. Take yourself out the game. Let me see. So here's more on the incident. We have people from the sheriff department speaking out. Florida, stand up. What it is, Florida?
The shooter is 20-year-old.
20 years old, bro.
Eichner. And he's the son of a Leon County Sheriff deputy.
Crazy shit, bro.
Our Deputy Eichner has been with the Leon County Sheriff's Office for over 18 years. She has a tremendous job that she's done. Her service to this community has been exceptional. Unfortunately, her son had access to one of her weapons, and that was one of the weapons that was found at the scene. And we are continuing that investigation into how that weapon was used and what other weapons perhaps he may have had access to. The shooter,
hold on, we got some more.
20 years.
Yeah, like I said, multiple people injured. Sad situation, man. All right, let's see what else is popping off. Let me see. In other news, we have what was this? We have in other news, shout out to the pigs, man. What up, police? Nah, for real, shout out to the police. I got a love-hate relationship with the police because you're a necessary evil, like I said, just like the gangs and all that. Shout out to police. Here we go.
They tell you this to your face.
By the way, this is what I see on my algorithm. I don't necessarily know the validity of this, but what I do know is this is for entertainment purposes only, not necessarily educational purposes. Please let me know if it's true. You can put it in the comments yourself. I might think it's true. I'm not entirely sure because when a police officer stops me, I'm scared shitless. Okay, let me tell you something. I remember one time, right? And I'm not going to say the full scope of the story, but I'm going to say parts of the story. I remember one time, right? So, when I first was coming out to Texas, for those of you who know, I'm in Texas. I'm in the Big T, right? So when I was first coming out to Texas, it was a sting operation going on. So I'm driving. I got a brand new car with a paper tag. I'm driving. And it's not brand new. It was a used car. But I'm saying, cause my car, the day I was about to leave, my car broke down on me right when I said bye to my people. And I told my dad, I said, I need your help. So my dad helped me out. Shout out to Papa Black. Right? So we co-signed on a new car because I was serious about going. Like my car, imagine my car stopping right when I was about to leave. And my dad was like, what are you going to do? And I was like, well, I'm going to be stopping and going while I get there. Because that was the plan. That's the plan I made for myself. And I'm very hard-headed, okay? Hard head makes a soft ass. I'm very hard-headed. So, you know, he helped me. We co-signed on the car. All right, so boom, I'm driving through. I pull up on my cousin, say what's good. I keep driving through. Like I said, early in the morning is when I left my cousin, stayed the night. Shout out to my cousin. So like I said, I'm driving through. It's a sting operation. So it's 6 police officers. This is what I call sting operation. I don't necessarily know why I got that terminology, but that's what I remember I referred to it as when I was younger. Sting operation. So 3 cars facing this way on the highway, 3 cars facing that way on the highway. In the middle, they're all police officer cars, and they're just stopping people. So, you know, they stop me. Somebody come behind me, stop me. I'm driving properly. They stop me. You know, light goes on. You know, I tweak out because I'm like, bruh. So back then, I wasn't moving right, doing my young stuff, being young and dumb. So I tweaked out. So, you know, I'm getting an anxiety attack. I'm like, bro, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. They're going to take me because, you know, I got a paper tag. I'm about to go to Texas with a paper tag. I'm like, bro, I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked. So, you know, police officer, hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, I got the paper tag on the thing of the car. You know, it's flying, flopping or whatever. It's still holding on. So he's like, hey, so, you know, you got your insurance and stuff. He checked all my stuff. He's like, is there any drugs in the car? I'm like, ninja. I'm like, ninja, it ain't no drugs in the car, ninja. I'm like, no. So, you know, I'm having a panic attack while I'm talking because during this time, I believe it was 2018 November, and they start blowing up stuff for like black people getting into it with the police officers. So I'm seeing this shit on social media, and I've never really been pulled over. Like before I had a truck, then I had like a mini car. So this is the first time I'm getting pulled, maybe like second, third time I'm getting pulled. So, and I'm not in my city. So I don't know the people like back home. The police officers knew I was from there. Bro, I'm telling you guys, majority of the police officers I met, bro, let me off with a warning, bro. That's why I say shout out to them. They let me off with a warning, bro. And I mean, I ain't give them no problems. I was just like, hey, what's up? Cause you know, I already know I'm big and black. I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you? And I'm very soft spoken. You guys might hear me on here, but I'm very, very soft spoken. I didn't realize that until now I really started going in with my music. My voice is very soft. I used to think it was very, but yeah, it's very soft. So yeah, so, you know, he's like, hey, so like, can I ask you something? I'm like, yeah, what's going on? This is what he's saying to me while he's looking at me. He's like, why are you so worked up? Like, what's going on? You know, it's early in the morning and, you know, my hand's shaking. I'm like, my hand's shaking. So I'm like, bruh. I'm like, you know, I told him straight up. I said, have you seen what's been going on social media with police officers and black people? And this ninja looked at me. He was a white man. This Winja, shout out to this Winja, by the way, because I guess he understood what I was saying. So he really saw the fear in my eyes. I was like, yo, and I was a youngin' back then. I came to Texas when I was 20. I moved out here by myself when I was 20, right? So I'm sitting there like, yo, this ninja about to do me in. That's what I'm thinking to myself. And I'm like, bruh, I'm like, right when I leave, I get into some shit. I'm like, maybe my parents is right. Maybe my parents is right, bruh. Maybe I'm tripping. So, you know, he looked at my stuff and, you know, he pulled me over for some bullshit reason. He told me, he said, oh, you know, your tag was improperly placed. You know, I got a paper tag. So I'm looking at this ninja like, what the hell, bro? I'm like, okay. I'm like, bro, you need to leave. But long story short, you know, he just let me off with a warning and he said, you know, take care. Cause he asked me where I was going. Like we had a longer conversation. I'm trying to shorten it. He was like, where are you going? All this stuff. And you know, I'm answering. I feel like I'm cooked. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. That's what I thought. So yeah, after he heard everything, he was just like, hey, you know, be careful. Good luck on your way to Texas. Like I said, we had a long conversation. So I told him, you know, some stuff like, hey, you know, I'm trying to change my life. So, you know, he was just like, yeah, good luck to Texas. So that's why I say it's a love-hate relationship with the pigs. Shout out to the pigs. And the reason why, too, is because that's not the only time I got stopped. I got stopped multiple times. So, like, imagine another time I got stopped when I first got out here. And I ain't know in Texas, they bring like 2, or maybe they don't. I don't know at this point. Y'all let me know. So they bring 2 police officers to the interaction. So I seen one police officer. I'm talking to him. Then I see another ninja popped up. I said, whoa. I said, whoa. I said, everybody. I told him, I said, everybody stop moving. And he was like, what happened? What's the problem? I'm like, why is there 2 of you to do one person's job? And he was like, oh, that's just something we do in Austin. I know you're new here. This is just regular procedure. I'm like, oh, okay. And I told him, I said, I'm not trying to start a problem. I'm just trying to make sense of what's going on here. Like, are you guys going to arrest me? Like I was going somewhere. And he was like, hey, so like, where are you going? And I told him I was going home because I was shook. I'm like, yo. And he told me, he was like, oh, home's that way. It was the other direction. It was the complete opposite direction. And I told him, and I said, yeah, I'm new here. I was lying though. I don't trust the police. I'm just gonna put it out there, bro. I don't trust the police. I was gonna study law. One thing about it is I don't really tell the police the whole thing. That's just me personally. You'll never hear me just let it fly. Well, first off, I'm a square. Let me rephrase. I'm a square. So if you ninjas fuck with me, hey, I'm telling the police. Leave me alone. But now in all seriousness, yeah, I don't trust the police. So I'd rather tell a lawyer something. And even then, I don't trust the lawyers because lawyers bleed the poor and lawyers are officers of the court. And that's a whole other conversation for later. But yeah, man, like I said, love-hate relationship with the police. Let me play this video. Here we go.
Hispanics between 14 to 21. They must get stopped.
At the end of the month, these officers, whoever don't have that arrest or those few summonses, they're pressured to find something.
Yeah.
You might not see nothing. You're supposed to be visible. You might not see anything, but you go hunting, like bounty hunting for an arrest. Locking up some old guy, some homeless guy, finding somebody who's riding a bicycle on the sidewalk, who's spitting, and you bring him in.
The problem is when you...
Now look, this is why I say shout out to Papa Black, because Papa Black used to kind of lean these things into me and my brother. So it's certain things that we got little morals and principles that we stand on, right, in my household. So, and I've tested it and it's always worked. So like, for example, I remember, shout out to Black Madam. I was with my ex. I don't, she don't like when I talk about my exes and stuff, right? So
what the hell, boy?
one principle that we live by in the Adam household, right, is like when it's like holidays, late night holidays, like holidays, you're good until it starts to get dark. You got to get back to the crib when it starts to get dark because people be wilding. The police wilding, people wilding, everybody drunk, everybody tripping. Get back home before dark. Another thing too, I'm saying big holidays like 4th of July about to be wild because Trump in office. 4th of July about to go crazy. 4th of July about to go dumb. 4th of July about to go stupid. But not just 4th of July. I'm saying like when it's late night, you got to be careful. What else? When it's the first of the month and the end of the month, my dad used to tell me, hey, get to where you're going. Don't be on no shit. Stay off the road. Cause they pulling people over. And I never knew this was why, but he would tell me that. So always around the first of the month and towards the end of the month, subconsciously, right? And I don't know if other black people have this, and we're gonna clip it here. I'm gonna clip this and probably post this later. Do other people have this? Do other black people have this thing? Like, for example, me, when I'm driving by and I'm driving in my car, I'm so hyper aware that no matter where a police officer is, I can turn in the direction of the police officer. Is that just me? I really want to know, is that just me? But yeah, so like I said, subconsciously, when it comes to the new beginning of the month and towards the end of the month, I'm not out like that and I'm minding my business. I'm getting straight from point A to point B because I already know what time it is. Here we go.
Go hunting, when you put any type of numbers on a police officer to perform, we are gonna go to the most vulnerable.
The most vulnerable.
Of course, we're gonna
Who's
go
the most
to the
vulnerable?
LGBT community. We're gonna go to the black community. We're gonna go to those people that have.
Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls.
If we start doing what we're doing in Midtown Manhattan, a phone call to the mayor's office is gonna be made. That's gonna be the end of it.
We're the predators, they're the prey. The worst thing you can have is a police officer that needs an arrest for the month.
So you're all minorities. How does that make you feel?
And what y'all gotta understand too, right? Like they get paid for this. They get paid to hit that quota. Like they get a bonus for that quota. So Ninja, shout out to the pigs. I don't know. In all seriousness though, shout out to the police officers that do their job properly and effectively. We appreciate you guys. You guys are worth more than you know. Y'all know I'm just bullshitting on here, but we appreciate you guys because you guys do what you need to do when you're doing what you need to do because everybody's hands is dirty. Everybody got their hands in the cookie jar, right? But I'm saying when you do what you need to do and protect the community, we see you. We might not say anything, but we thank you. Yes, sir. All right, so let me see what else I wanted to show you. Let me see what else I wanted to show you. Shout out to Kayla. Kayla got a new man. I'm a little bit angry. Look at Kayla. She got a new man. Hold on. This her new man. And this ninja big. Now I'm like, bro, should I lose the weight? You know I'm a big body. I feel like, man, he make my arms look small, but I guarantee you I probably weigh more than him. Should I lose the weight? Should I lose the weight? I feel bad. I'm like, yo, this ninja's bigger than me. I don't like seeing somebody bigger than me. Big pause. Nah, I'm just trolling. All right, we about to get to the main event. Let me see. Is there anything else important I wanted to show you guys? A couple of things. We'll discuss it later. Main thing I wanted to show you is the NFL refs supposedly were fired that rigged games for Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go.
This is the most insane thing that I've ever seen in my entire life.
We don't know if this is true.
The NFL is now admitting that three refs...
But I told you guys, it's the entertainment industry, so I don't know. You can't believe everything you see on the internet or on TV because it's about entertaining people. Here we go.
Literally rigged games for the Kansas City Chiefs this year. Finally, definitive proof that the NFL is completely and absolutely rigged. As these refs went out of their way to literally ensure that the Kansas City Chiefs made the Super Bowl. As Pat Mahomes went undefeated whenever these three officials reffed a Chiefs game. This move is unprecedented. It has never happened in the history of the NFL.
Never happened. I call cap, bro. What are we talking about, bro? It's been happening. They making money off that shit, so it's been happening. Here we go.
These refs were rigging games for the Kansas City Chiefs. But wait, there's more.
There's more?
Even though they are fired, they will continue to officiate high-profile games at the college level, giving them a chance to make it back to the NFL so they can rig more games for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Shout out to the refs. Yeah, bro, I got no words, bro. I mean, shit. That's why it kind of be hard for me to watch. But I mean, shout out to everybody making their money, bro. Them ninjas making millions. So if they making millions to rig a game, I personally don't care. I love when I see people make money. All right, guys, let's get into the main event. That's it for the main shit that's on the internet. Is there anything else I want to cover? Kamaya thinks half these ninjas are making music to kill ninjas. Y'all can keep that first class ticket to hell music. Shout out to the labels because they're the ones pushing it. Family Cremated, 1995. Carmelo Anthony, ready to discuss this. Y'all wanted Terrence Howard plans to expose Hollywood on his new podcast. Yeah, we'll listen to that. Wiz Khalifa gets choked and smoked up, turning an orange into a bong. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing important there. All right, let's get to the main event, man. And like I said, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. We on the Black Pill, the core, the resistance, whatever you want to call us. We appreciate you guys, man. Like I said. Yes, sir. Like I said, donations in the description box. Donations is down here too. Y'all like that right there? Yeah, man. Donations right there, man. $1 goes a long way. We appreciate you guys. If you can't donate, at least hit that like button so more people can see my show. I do this by my lonely, man. One band, one sound. Y'all know what it is. I literally do this off the back of my supporters. Y'all wonder why ain't no music coming out? Guess what? Ain't nobody listening like that. Oh, we got people listening. Don't get me wrong. I got a few hundred people listening to me. Let me go check. Real quick before we get into Luigi Mangione. Hold on. Black Adam Spotify. Let me go check. We got 881 monthly listeners. Yes, sir. It don't mean nothing though, because I don't see you ninjas. Look, it don't mean nothing. I mean, it means something. Shout out to all my fans that support my music. Don't get me wrong. I love you guys, right? But it doesn't mean as much. And the reason why is because you guys ain't pulling up to the show and y'all ain't helping the independent artists. Oh, we actually have 1,096 monthly listeners. Let's go. Yes, sir. I mean, shout out to everybody listening to us. I dropped Betrayed. You know what Betrayed is? Let me see if it plays. Nope. I don't even have a Spotify account, my ninja. Or I do, but I have a free account because I can't afford one. So like I said, man, y'all donate, man. Y'all know what it is. These are the playlists that I'm on. I'm on Relax the Rhymes. I'm on Trail Seekers. I'm on some other playlists as well. I'd have to pull up my Spotify. I'm on Discover. Oh, wait, let me see. Can you see it? You can't see the other ones, but I'm on some actual Spotify playlists. These are like editorial playlists, I believe, so there's different types. But yeah, shout out to everybody listening to me on there. If you fuck with me, I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, we finna be passing these out. Don't forget, I'm just been a little busy. Gotta make sure my bills are skizzy. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like Drizzy. The reason why we put claps so much, by the way, too, is to get you guys excited for life, because what you guys are seeing is how I feel in my head, and I'm just showing it to you guys. Anyways, let's get to the main event, man. Like I said, we appreciate everybody in here. Let's discuss Luigi Mangione. So as far as we know, let's pull up Win, the guiding force of this show. As far as we know, the accused CEO assassin Luigi Mangione has been indicted on federal charges. Luigi Mangione is accused of shooting UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Manhattan in December 2024. Ninja. Now, you guys, I understand the whole thing with the United, with the healthcare people and insurance bleeding us and bleeding the poor, but you ninjas have never convinced me, right? You ninjas could never convince me to kill somebody in cold blood unless we was at war. I mean, we are at war all the time, 25/8. But yeah, me personally, I ain't going through with that, my ninja. I like my life too much. And they could believe me all they want. It is what it is, because we all finna die anyways. But let's go take a deep dive into it. First off, we're going to start with Pam Bondi. Shout out to Miss Pam Bondi. If I was with a white girl, she'd look like Pam Bondi. And guys, I say that, right? Shout out to Pam Bondi. I say that with the most respect, okay? I say that with the most respect. The reason why I say that is because she's the attorney general. And if I was a lawyer, maybe in a different multiverse, in a different world, I was supposed to be a lawyer. So if I was a lawyer, I would have been gunning for her spot. So because she's there, I respect it, my ninja. I respect it. Plus, I have a type, and I think she looks like my type. Like, imagine, Black Madam looks like the younger black version of her, if that makes sense.
But what the hell, bro?
I think I have a type. But anyways, yeah, shout out to Pam Bondi. We're going to see what she has to say about Luigi Mangione. She made a statement about it, and we've been discussing this, and we told you we'll keep you updated on the story. So this is the update. Here we go. We'll start here.
Try to get to some other cases. The death penalty this week, you announced that you want the prosecution to seek that with Luigi Mangione, accused of gunning down UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan. Politico reacted to that with this line: how Trump loses Gen Z. I was in an airport a couple of weeks ago with a young woman that had on a sweatshirt with his face on it, and he was portrayed as a religious icon. There was a halo, kind of like a saint. What's your take on how the younger generation sees him as a bit of a folk hero, and Politico's assessment that it may cost you?
First off, the reason why I don't got beef with Trump. Shout out to President DJT. I don't. The reason why I have respect for him is because he's showing you what it is, ninja. Okay, he's showing you ninjas what it is, and I've always felt like this in my head. I've always seen these things and known these things. But now he's putting it on paper and showing it to us in real life too. Y'all remember the song No Kitten? Do you remember the song No Kitten? If you don't remember the song No Kitten, I dropped the song at the beginning of the year. No Kitten. You know what that song was based off of? Donald Trump getting shot and surviving. So when you hear them lyrics now, the lyrics go, big balls, I let my nuts hang. They upset cause I'm switching lanes in a Mustang. Tote sticks like I must step. Bust a left with my right hand, guns blaze, this money is my new cologne, and I'm so dark cause I'm sunglaze. I feel like me saying I'm Trump. That's all I was saying there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're gonna bring some new sounds in here. I know y'all tired of them claps though, but here we go.
Politically.
Shannon, the president's directive was very clear. We are to seek the death penalty when possible. And, it
with a smile on her face. Hey, man, the reason why I like attorneys, like women attorneys, shout out, ladies, are you in here? Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the women. The reason why I like women attorneys is because they're ruthless, ninja. She said that with a smile on her face, ninja. Did you see that? Did you see that? Here we go.
I was a capital prosecutor. I tried death penalty cases throughout my career.
With
if there
a smile.
was ever a death case, this is one. This guy is charged with hunting down a CEO, a father of two, a married man, hunting him down and executing him. Yeah, I feel like these young people have lost their way. I was...
Look, facts. That's why I like Pam Bondi, okay? That's why I like her. Because look, She stand on business, right? Shout out to my ninjas. Let me speak in my Ebonics, please. She stand on business, and she's saying what everybody unfortunately needs to hear. And the truth of the matter, or the fact of the matter remains, this ninja has lost his way. Now, personally, would I seek the death penalty? No. But what you guys have to understand here is that they're making a statement that if you gun for people who are in positions of power, this is what can potentially happen to you. And the reason why is because we live supposedly in a republic that has some form of decorum. So you can't turn around and let ninjas turn around and off somebody who got the money and act like it's all good. There's going to be consequences and repercussions. Here we go.
Receiving death threats for seeking the death penalty on someone who is charged with an execution of a CEO.
And it was an
We're gonna continue
execution.
to do the right thing. We're not going to be deterred by political motives.
Also, another reason why I have no bias in this and I have no dog in this fight is because I always take myself, and I mean, you can't necessarily do this for everything, but I always use this assumption. If you guys see me, you look at me, you see how I look, right? When I walk through the streets, I'm 6'1", 260 pounds, right? If I was to walk out and do the same thing, what would they do to me? That's how I look at it, and that's how you all should look at it. What would they do to you, regardless of how good you look? Not saying Luigi looks good, but them girls going crazy for that ninja, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, them girls going crazy for that ninja. And there's something to be said about women liking dangerous men. I used to be a dangerous man. And when I was a dangerous man, like, I've learned to dial it back. If only you guys knew. I done had, well, I'm not even finna say it. Shout out to the women. Yes, sir. Shout out to the women. I ain't gonna even say it, but there's something to be said about women who like dangerous men. Besides the point, it don't matter how you look. All I know is if I did the same thing, ninjas would throw me under the jail. Ain't nobody would be saying I did the right thing. They would be saying, why did you do that? And if they would have been saying that, I would have been looking at them ninjas like, I just executed somebody. Like, we don't live in a banana republic, ninja. We don't live in a banana republic, ninja. We supposed to be living in somewhat or some form of a well-situated area. I know it's a little crazy because we just seen the whole mass shooting and then the other one and then the other one. Yeah, ninjas be losing it every day. But like I said, we supposed to be safe here, bro. That ninja was walking to work or going to work, whatever he was doing in the morning, bro. This ninja premeditated, went to go find this dude and off him, bro. And then said, I did it because of this. Nah, bro, you can't, bro. If I did that, bro, ninjas will turn around and, tarnish my name and my reputation all through social media and the court of public opinion. And after that, they would say, yeah, bro, this guy's crazy. Give him the electric chair. Okay. So I don't know, but I personally would not seek the death penalty, but I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I'm just a rapper. Here we go.
I've seen a protester walking down the street here, free Luigi. I mean, this guy's charged with a violent crime, and we're going to seek the death penalty whenever possible.
Okay, another.
Yeah, she said that with a smile. Yeah, shout out to them white women. Hey, them white women dangerous, bro. Shout out to the white ladies. What's up, baby? I know you dangerous, baby, like a snake. That's why I keep the distance. You would have, look, my homie, right? Well, kind of my homie. He was talking to this white girl at the gym. And, I said, what's good? She was waiting on me to say hi. I looked at it a bit like,
what the hell,
I'm like, baby, I ain't one of them. I'm not one of them ninjas that's going to approach a white woman. Like, you have to actually approach me. I'm not one of them dudes. You will never catch me. Damn, you look fine with your name. And guys, I'm not all that, right? I don't think I'm all that, but I'm here to tell you, women approach me in real life, and gentlemen, women will approach you in real life too. You just got to have that ish on. And when I say that ish, what it is confidence, ninja. You got to have confidence. I believe in myself. That's it. I don't know why I believe in myself. Shout out to the Most High. Shout out to God. I believe in myself. Reason why I believe in myself, I believe is because everybody hated on me. So because I believe in myself, I got a confidence that's, I'm not going to say bulletproof because I'm not perfect. Like everybody else, I go through it. Sometimes I get depressed. You feel me? I'll be like, man, I can't do this. But like, I put myself into positions where it's like, it's either do or die. Okay. And because of that, I walk with that in my eyes. You can see it in my eyes. So yeah, I have women approach me in real life. Past that, yeah, you'll never catch me approach a white woman like that. Like, she would have to say, hey, to let me know she's friendly, because if not, there's just no way, bro. There's no way. I'm scared that she's racist, bro. Shout out to the white women, though. We still love you over here. We accept you on a Blac Pill. We're accepting of all people. Just don't be weird about it. Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls. We accept you, too. Don't be weird about it. So long as you ain't weird about it, it's all good, man. You can do what you got to do. Be cool. You be cool, I'm cool. That's it. And the reason why is because people were weird to me coming up as a kid. Like I told you guys, I used to get bullied. So because of that, hey man, if you cool, it's all good. Shit, you see it in my, hey bro, you good? All right, we good. That's it. But yeah, you'll never see me approach a girl, a white woman like that, especially a white woman. Black women, I'm scared of you too. Shout out to the black queens. Yeah. I'm scared of you as well. I'm scared you're gonna try and, you know, be crazy to me. Like I went to buy some chips today. This one girl see me, you know, I'm walking, you know, they think, you know, I guess cause I'm black, man. I know I'll be trying to make that, I'm trying not to make that my image, but it's just my image. It's hard, bro. It's hard. So I'm going to get some chips today. And you know, the girl came through and I'm like, what's up? You know, she looking at me. I'm like, hello, what's up? What's going on? And you know, I'm trying to walk, I'm trying to walk by her. She think I'm trying to follow her. I'm like, no, I'm trying to get to the chips, miss. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was in your way. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Just move out my way. Anyways, back to what I was saying with this. Let's see. That was April 6th. Now Luigi's been charged. And this is 1 hour ago. Here we go.
Luigi Mangione, accused of murdering the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, has been indicted on a federal murder charge by a grand jury. It is a step that is needed to pursue the death penalty. The grand jury also charges Mangione with stalking and a firearms count.
Yeah.
Mangione also faces separate state murder charges. He is accused of shooting Brian Thompson outside a Manhattan hotel on December 4th.
Accused.
As the CEO was heading to the annual investor meeting there.
I'm saying accused. What are we talking about? Accused. I thought he did it. Didn't he say he did it? Why are we saying accused? I don't know. Here we go.
Attorney General Pam Bondi said earlier this month she directed federal prosecutors in Manhattan to pursue the death penalty.
Yeah, that's to make a point.
Was a campaign promise from President Trump. Luigi.
Yeah, that was to make a point. It's to make a point. So you need to stay in your place. Here we go.
The lawyers are clearly trying to dismantle this case on every technical ground. So they begin with asserting that he was detained without probable cause. Yeah,
it's kind of low, but whatever this thing just saying, hey, bro, this Donald Trump's America, bro. They gonna let you know, bro. You ain't gonna beat this one. I don't think he's gonna beat it. Let us know what you think in the comments. We had somebody say that he should get the skull, bro. Somebody said he should get the skull, bro. Hey, it wasn't me, bro. It wasn't me. We got 100% saying that he should get the skull. And if you know what I said about the skull, I said that earlier. Shout out to YouTube. I'm not gonna be very blatant with it, but you'll hear them say it. Let me see, Luigi Mangione. 1 second. We're gonna get up on out of here. We're just gonna look into it a little bit more. Let me see. Man, all these ninjas just be talking, bro. I don't know who to pick. I'm always worried. All right, shout out to my brother right here.
Breaking, Luigi has just been indicted on federal charges for having allegedly unalived that UnitedHealthcare CEO.
Yo, so is this alleged or did this happen? I'm confused now. I'm a bit confused. I thought this happened already. I thought we knew this happened already. They keep saying alleged. This is not alleged anymore. And I'm not saying it like, oh, I want that ninja to be off the whatever. I'm saying it like, is this not known? Like, I know he's guilty he's innocent until proven guilty on the Blac Pill. But I thought he said that he did it. I thought he came out and made a whole manifesto or a speech or whatever and said the reason why he did it. And that's why I thought everybody was going crazy, because they was congratulating him on doing it on social media. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I shouldn't be playing the same court of public opinion that everybody else is playing. I said we don't do that on the Blac Pill. So if it's alleged, like I said, he's innocent until proven guilty. Secondly, for everything that I say, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please don't sue me. I ain't got no money to pay you, and I ain't gonna go to jail for what I said. So, hey.
Keep in mind that he was indicted on state charges before, but not federal charges until now.
Yeah.
Specifically, he's charged with 2 counts of stalking, a pew-pew offense, and unaliving through the use of a pew-pew. This makes him eligible for capital punishment. Now, I'm not too sure what evidence that federal grand jury saw to make them indict Luigi. From what I recall, there were a lot of people on TikTok saying,
and this is what y'all talking, this is what I'm saying. Look, bro, what y'all gotta understand with this law stuff, bro, it don't matter what you saw, it's about what you can prove. If they can prove that you stalked the ninja, like if you went to go look up something, like, look, guys, if you went to go look up, for example, I do this sometimes. Like I seen something about kids getting abducted. I forgot to show you guys that. I'm gonna show you guys that before we leave. Hopefully somebody puts that in the chat to remind me. In Austin, parents, watch your kids because they trying to abduct kids, and this been going on for the last 2 weeks. Like it's been multiple situations. But yeah, what I was gonna say was, what was I gonna say? What I was gonna say was, I can't remember, bro. Hold on, I gotta run it back. I be doing this off the fly. That's proof that I do it off the fly. Hold on, I have to see what he was saying. Here we go.
No, I'm not too sure.
Oh, now I just remembered. Okay, so it's not about what's right or wrong. It's about what you can prove in court. Secondly, which I have to realize is, and I've said this multiple times, I'm gonna keep harping on it. What's in the legal dictionary is not the same as the regular dictionary. So for example, I was saying that I'll do this sometimes. Like I seen something about kids. Oh, I was looking at the Carmelo stuff. So I was looking into the Carmelo case, and I was like, oh, can you I looked up on Google, what weapons can you have as a child, as a minor? And I'm looking into that. So when you get let's say you go to trial or whatever, or people putting a case on you, I know because I've been in this situation. So they get access to your phone records and all this stuff. Especially when they think you're guilty, right? In this case, I wasn't guilty or whatever. They just I had to sign it off. But I'm saying they get access to your phone records and stuff. They can track that stuff. I've told you guys this before. I was going to go to trial for something. I'm not going to speak on it though. But yeah, so I was going to go to trial for something, right? And I looked up some stuff about what to say, like when I'm on the stand, because this is my first time going through something like this as a youngin'. I'm gonna say I was like 23, 24, and I didn't know what to do. Or was I 25? I don't remember. It was like a couple years ago, maybe 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. And I didn't know what to do. So I looked it up. So imagine when I sat down for my deposition and they asked me, why did I look that up? And I sat there like, what the hell, man? And I wasn't gonna lie. Because guess what? I swore an oath. So when you swear that oath, if you lie, you're cooked, right? So I didn't lie. I said, I looked it up because, like I just told you guys, this is my first time being in this situation and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. And I had a conversation with my lawyer prior to the deposition, but I didn't know what to expect. And they wanted to take it to trial. And I ended up settling, but they wanted to take it to trial and I was going to do it. And shout out to Papa Blac. Papa Blac told me, Papa Blac said, you better take what they can give you, because if you go to trial, you're going to be judged by a court of your peers and you don't know if your peers are like you. Like I said, these are realizations, me getting older and older. I'm like, okay, I got to kind of play this shit smart. So I ain't taking the trial. Called my lawyer. I said, hey, you know what? Maybe we just going to settle right here and call it a day. But yeah, so when it comes to Luigi, I'm trying to bring it back full circle. If they can turn around and prove that this ninja went to go look up this thing, went to go stalk this dude to figure out his schedule and all this stuff, these are charges. You're acting like an animal. You're acting like a predator. There's different types of predators, not just sexual predators. And I'm saying it like that because of YouTube, not just traffickers. No, there's different types of predators. And I've said this before and I'm going to continue to say this. The reason why we can't tell who's who is because we all look the same. You can't see it until you see it. Once you see it, you have to squash it, because if you don't squash it, the shit's going to keep happening and there's going to be different variations of the same person doing the same thing through different people. That's what they call copycats. So in this situation, if they can prove all this stuff, they can raise the charges. And if they upgrade the charges, that's your ass. Here we go.
What evidence that federal grand jury saw to make them indict Luigi? From what I recall, there were a lot of people on TikTok saying that they saw him elsewhere at the time of the supposed unaliving. Perhaps those should be admitted to the court and everything should be evaluated before this is allowed to move any further. Either way, they are hell-bent on making an example out of this guy,
yes,
whether he did it or not. Now, look, all I'm going to tell you is that
I
believe the Constitution, which states that this guy, Luigi, and anyone is innocent until they are proven guilty. And he hasn't been proven guilty yet. That's the 5th and 6th Amendments of the Constitution. So for anyone...
Hey, shout out to this ninja for saying that. Free game, guys. Yeah, bro, my advice is stay away from getting caught up. You don't want to go to trial, court case, jail, prison, none of that, bro. It's some bullshit, bro. Last night, I shit you not, last night I seen the dude get poked out, bro. After they poked him, he was just gushing. I'm speaking in code because, you know, YouTube. He was just gushing and then boom, he just passed out. And I think it was over for him, bro. I seen that last night on social media, bro. That's what they be showing me on my algorithm. So you don't want to be in that position. Secondly, in this case, people will be willing to lie to him, lie for him. You know, he's not, I guess the girls find him attractive. It's just, yeah, what precedent does it set if we turn around and let this be allowed? Secondly, I'm not saying he's guilty. I don't know, but I thought that he wrote a manifesto or whatever. I'm confused. I thought that he wrote a manifesto or something and they stopped it from circulating on social media. Let me see. Manifesto. See, look, this is what I'm saying. So I'm so confused. And this was last year in 2024 that they found it. Here we go.
So apparently this is his manifesto. What I understand is, like, his family said that they've cut ties with him, right? But his mom actually filed a missing persons report in San Francisco the 18th of November, which is like a month ago.
Anyways, like I said, shout out to this ninja right here. But if we pull this up, it says specifically to the feds, I'll keep this short because I do respect what you do for your country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. This is fairly trivial, blah, blah, blah. They said, I don't know if the manifesto was true or not. Like I said, if that's the case, what I'm confused. That's all I can say, bro. I'm confused. I don't know. That's what I thought. I thought this was a hook, line, and sinker kind of deal here. But I mean, it is what it is, guys. What do you think? Tell me what you think. Like I said, let us know in the comments. Shout out to everybody who watched today's stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you like what we discussed, hit that follow button. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. Let me play this one more time. If you want to join the core, if you want to join the Adam effect, here you go. You were born into the noise. I'm going to change the music. I'm going to make my own. But something in you stayed quiet. Yes, sir. Still watching, waiting. Yes, sir. You knew this wasn't it. Yes, ma'am. You started to hear a signal. Let me get serious. You started to remember. This is not an escape. This is a return. Welcome to the core. Join the Adam effect. Join the movement.